Hey guys, today we're going to be covering some news in the country with the most cows, India. You see, just like how you guys have the Super Bowl. Wait, why do you guys call it a Super Bowl? The famous Super Bowl toy. What's a Super Bowl toy? That. You named it after that? It's not even a bowl. Okay, anyways, coming from a country where we like to play with balls that are in the shape of actual balls, we have our own version of the Super Bowl coming up. In fact, it's 5 times bigger than an actual Super Bowl. In fact, it's one of the biggest sporting events in the whole Tour de France. Why is half the planet watching a freaking bicycle race? What is wrong with all of... Anyways, crickets. No, I meant cricket. Yeah, the game. The biggest match in the Cricket World Cup just happened. But it wasn't a championship match. No, it was actually one of the first few matches between two countries. It was India versus Pakistan. Now, you might be wondering, why is a match between these two countries so popular? Well, it's because they hate each other. A lot. They fought wars with each other. Several wars. But these two countries realized something. Wars burn a lot of cash, and unless you're the United States, you don't want to waste all your money fighting wars. So, how do you handle all this unbridled hatred? Well, you do what the Americans do. You take all that hatred, you bury it in cash, and you sell it back to the people. A single match between India and Pakistan has over 5 times the audience of a Super Bowl. I mean, just a 10-second ad from this game costs over $72,000 US. I mean, you compare that to a Super Bowl ad. Whoa, you guys are getting ripped off. Anyways, the organization in charge of handling all these cricket events in India is the BCCI. These guys make billions of dollars selling media rights for these events. And just guess how much income tax they have to pay. Oh yeah, it's 0. Like, these guys don't have to pay any income tax since they're a non-profit organization, but that doesn't stop them from paying their executives exorbitant salaries that put them at like the top 0.01% of Indian society. Plus, they spent insane amounts on travel expenses, telephone bills, and meetings. And in fact, there's a story about one guy who collected money for plane tickets from his home to the city where they would do the cricket selections. But he was just living in the city the entire time. So free money. But they don't have to worry about all this stuff. Because one thing the BCCI loves spending money on is lobbying. I mean, just take a look at the secretary of the BCCI. His dad is straight up the Minister of Home Affairs in India. But anyways, let's put this aside and take a look at who's marketing stuff in the World Cup. Coke's spending more money this quarter than they've ever spent in India before. They say it's because of the World Cup. Let's take a look at one of their ads.
इंडिया इस बार वर्ल्ड कप पक्का जीतेगा। अगर किसी को डाउट है तो मैं हूं। थम्स अप बिलीवर बॉट 3000 घंटे की मशीन लर्निंग और महीनों का डेटा एनालिसिस किया कि इंडिया ही जीतेगा। और जिसे नहीं लगता उससे मेरी बात करा अपनी आवाज में ऐसा कन्विंस करूंगा।
So they trained a bot on the voice of a big Bollywood actor to respond to tweets. Yeah, no, that's a great idea. I mean, everyone knows AI equals money. I mean, that's like basic math. Yeah, let's see one of his responses.
India is unstoppable and destined to win the 2023 World Cup.
That's it. That's the entire reply. Yeah, it's a real good use of that marketing budget. Real cutting-edge AI you've got over there. Yeah, I'd say you spent all that money on getting that time slot for the ad, but we just saw how cheap those are. Let's hope the other ads are better. Okay, so this is a 20-second ad. Looks like it's in Hindi, but don't worry, I'll translate it. Yeah, he's got to lift up those 2 sumo wrestlers, I guess. Yeah, he's trying to lift them up. He's kind of struggling with that. And yeah, that's the ad. So, Atrioc, I'm sure you have a bunch of questions, like, why is this guy trying to lift up sumo wrestlers? What is Dream 11? What are these people saying? Well, remember when I said I'd translate that ad for you? Yeah, I don't actually know Hindi. So, you're not getting any context for that. But I can tell you what Dream 11 is. It's a fantasy sports betting platform. You know, a really uncontroversial thing. You know, I mean, they're sponsoring the Indian jersey. How controversial can they be? You know, it's not like they've been banned in 7 states or, I don't know, committed millions of dollars in tax fraud. Yeah, I mean, like, let's see some other uncontroversial ads. Oh, hey, look, it's the guy from that AI bot ad and like two other big Bollywood actors. Yeah, no, I'm sure this ad's family friendly. Like, I'm sure this isn't for like a chewing tobacco company. They aren't even eating it. Yeah, you know you got a good product when you have to Photoshop the actor eating it. Like, I could do a better job editing that. I'm making half this video in PowerPoint. Come on, I'm sure there's a good ad somewhere here.
Go beyond.
No, that's not better.
I say
Something else, no. Did every single underwear brand make a deal with a cricket player? Did they run out of Indian underwear models? Look, I'm sure everyone loves Virat Kohli, but I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna buy his underwear without hearing an honest review from a trustworthy source, like a Twitch streamer. But I'm not gonna find a Twitch streamer reviewing Virat Kohli's underwear.
Virat's underwear.
Virat Kohli!
That is exactly. Yeah.
I'm about to put them on. Damn, Virat Kohli has good underwear. God damn, these feel amazing.
Wait, what was this video about again? Oh right, India versus Pakistan. You might be wondering who won the match. Well, I don't know. I don't like cricket. I've never really liked the game. I mean, the last time I played it, they told me to be an outfielder. As in, they kicked me out of the field. So, if any of you figure out who won the match, don't tell me. I do not care. Anyways, thanks for watching Marketing Mondays. Bye.